Hello, Hello Times viewers. Judy Shields here. We're so excited to have joining us today one half of the Malpass Brothers, and this here is Chris.
How
Hi,
are you doing?
I'm doing
I'm the
good.
nicer one of the two. So
Yeah, I figured we got to pick you over Taylor.
I
Hey, they call him
appreciate it.
Tyler.
Oh yeah, well, you know what? He gets either way. Either way, he'll answer to either one.
Yeah, I know. Remember when you guys were on Larry's Country Diner, and Larry kept calling him Tyler, and I'm like, is he calling him Tyler, or is it
Oh,
Taylor?
that happens so much, and then he gets called Tater a lot too.
Oh.
So yeah, it's he'll answer to any of it. We've been called much worse, trust me.
Well, I hear the big news is that you guys are going to return to RFD-TV Studio for the third season taping. So what was that like? Like the first one? How did that come about?
Well, Patrick with RFD had approached us about doing a TV show because he had seen us at a party that we did for Childress Racing. So he
Yes,
saw us
James.
there and um, he mentioned it, and I didn't think it. I thought this probably never happened because in the music business, I heard one time you say yes to everything because most of it never happens. But when we were contacted and he wanted to do it, our first guest for our first episode was T. Graham Brown,
Oh,
who's him and Sheila, they are the best people in the world.
yes.
So it was our very first one. The first episode was done without a live audience because it was brand new.
Okay.
And that's after that we decided to start bringing in live audiences. But it was rocky getting everything like you wanted it first, few episodes.
Yeah.
But we had Gene Watson and we've had Mo Bandy and Lori Morgan and all the heroes that were here. The Taylor and I, they were our heroes. And to have them on the show and agree to come do your show and give their time and all, it's been kind of a dream come true, really, for us.
So, how do you guys prepare? Like your amazing outfits, the songs you're going to perform. What does that take?
Well, our outfits is kind of something we do anyway. So what's happened with the outfits is kind of funny. Is people in the music business, Cody Norris and Taylor and I, we both use the same person to make Double Eight apparel. Well, he's gotten so many orders now, he can't make our stuff.
Oh
So
no.
we're having to reuse a lot of our outfits. Because
Oh.
that stuff takes a while to make, and Cody's got 4 or 5 that he has to have made each time, and we've got 2 apiece, and so we kind of whatever we decide outfit wise, and then songs. We never make a set list for the
Oh.
TV show. A lot of times before we go in, I'll tell her, the producer, I'll say this song, and that way they can kind of know where their camera angles are going to be. And we don't,
Okay.
of course, our talking and jokes, none of that's planned. So it's a off the cuff, kind of like the old Porter Wagner shows. But I think it makes it more fun, really.
And
It's
that's down at the RFD Studios in Fort Worth, Texas, right?
right at the stockyards. Yes, ma'am.
So now people can buy tickets to go see the
You
taping?
you can buy tickets. You can buy a ticket for one day, or you can buy one for all 3 days. I think it's $100 for all 3 days,
Wow,
and
that's
that's
not bad.
and it's you we go in like at 11 o'clock and you finish like at 3 or 4, and there's a lot of entertainment during that day because between takes we're telling jokes or somebody hollers a song out if they're trying to get something right, we'll do it real quick. So it's a fun time. It's not just strictly filming. There's a lot that goes on during the shoots as well.
So tell folks and me, how would I come down there and us? We fly into where and how to get to the studio. Let us know.
The best way I would tell you is a lot of people are flying into Dallas,
Okay.
airport, and it's a quick run over to the stockyards. There's plenty of hotels right there in the stockyards you can stay at, eating, great steakhouses, shopping, the John Wayne Museum, rodeos going on, and the studio is right in the middle of that. It's right kind of behind Billy Bob's. Billy Bob's
Okay.
is there. So once you get to Fort Worth, most people never go anywhere else because you can walk to everything you want to do. So it's in a prime location. I really love Fort Worth.
What dates will you be doing the third season coming up? November,
This
right?
will be on November 11th, 12th, and 13th. And then we go back in January, and I won't say January's 12th, 13th, 14th. I may be wrong on the January, but I know November's 11th, 13th, 14th.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to look at flights. I might have to come down there and see you.
Please do. It's a lot of fun. I mean, and Fort Worth's so cool. You know,
Yes,
they walk the cattle, the
I
longhorns
know.
down the street. I mean, it's a really cool place.
It'd be great to go to the studio. My father, God rest his soul, passed away about 3 years ago. He was a avid RFD watcher. He got me into it. Used to spend lots of times. He would love. I wish he was here to watch you perform. I've been watching your shows, and they're pretty
Well,
amazing.
thank you so much. And well, come out. We would love to have you.
Yes, and so who are some of your guests that are coming up?
So this we've got Lacy J that's coming,
Yay!
which we're super excited. We've got Dale Watson,
Oh,
which I love Dale. He's super cool.
yeah.
Tayla Lynn's coming. Um, let's see, Jason James, who's a young artist that's very traditional. He's coming, which we
Yeah.
like to bringing some of the younger artists in that are
Yeah.
doing this music. Um, let me think. My
David
mind.
Frizzell. David
David
Frizzell.
Frizzell's coming, which I'm a huge fan of
Oh,
David Frizzell.
me
So,
too.
and of course, and then in January, there's a whole list of people that are trying to work into. So, but this taping's going to be really good. I'm super excited.
Yeah, I really like Lacy J. Dalton and David Frizzell. I'd have to come to all the shows then.
Well, please do.
Yes,
It's a lot of fun.
that'd be great. I wanted to talk to you really quick about, I saw one of your videos. It was I think it was Taylor versus a drone. Oh my gosh, was that the most funniest thing? The
And
flying
you
weed
know,
eater.
and you know what? That none of that was planned. We were doing a
Really?
show in Ohio, and during somebody caught it on camera. A drone came over the audience, and that's all it took for him. It doesn't take much, and it doesn't take much to throw him off. And that drone was a whole 20 to 25 minute spiel. It was hilarious though.
You two are so funny. I mean, what was it like growing up? Because is he your
He's
younger
my
brother?
he's my younger brother. We're 4 years apart. Well, we're super close. We don't have any siblings, and we don't have any cousins. Our family's very small, so
Oh.
we were very close. So we spent all our time together. So I'm used to the chaos. You never know what he's going to say, but it's always funny. He is
Yeah, he's
great at
hilarious.
entertaining.
He's so funny. I'm definitely going to share that drone. I'm going to copy that YouTube and put
Yeah,
it up on
please.
the article because it's just hilarious. Everyone has to see it.
Yeah, please do. It's something now.
So, how old were you when you started in this business, and what instrument did you first learn to play?
So when I was about 8 or 9, my grandfather taught me a few chords on the guitar. And when I was about 12, I did a thing in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina called Christmas in Dixie at the Alabama
Oh,
Theater. And that was my first introduction to, being in front of big audiences. And then it went from playing fairs to churches to theaters, whatever.
oh,
And when I was about 15, so he was about, he was a little younger than that when he first got interested, but he was about 10, 11. Mom and Daddy bought him a mandolin because he wanted a mandolin. And he learned to play himself and harmony, and we started from there. And then he, of course, moved from mandolin to guitar, and he's a lot more talented than I am. I wasn't that smart. I had to stay with guitar. I'm still learning that.
oh, wow, that's pretty amazing. And I noticed on your show too, you got a big screen in the back. It's like who makes the decisions? But I love how you have, if you're seeing a Merle Haggard, you've got him in the background, Hank Williams, Senior, all
Yeah,
that. That's so cool.
we kind of got that idea. The Opry, when we ever do the Opry on
Oh,
Thursday night, a lot
yeah.
of times when you do the Opry, classic night, if you do an artist, they'll have a picture of that artist, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And so we kind of had that idea because it, you know, we're wanting to pay tribute and honor to our heroes. So we like to show footage or a picture or something like that of the artist. So kind of gives you a little history on each song and who did it. And it's funny to me in the audience. I'll see people pointing. You know, you're like, oh man, you remember, so that's cool to me to see that.
Yeah, that's good. Congratulations. So my number one biggest hero and person I went to see dozens of times in concert was Merle Haggard, the late legendary
Oh,
Merle Haggard. What was it like the first time you met him? Like he's standing in front of you. What was that like?
so first time I met him was when we were asked to go back to meet him. We had opened the show, and I went. I'd
Yeah.
gone back the next night to meet him on the bus. I'm shocked. I've never gotten you know it will freeze up when he sees a celebrity, but Merle to me is epitome of the
Yes.
best. I mean, he's the best.
Yeah.
So first time I met Merle, but after being with him for 30 or 40 minutes,
Yeah.
he puts you so at ease
He does.
that it would hit you at times. We worked with him 7 years, and
Wow.
that whole time he was like a dad to us.
Aw.
And you'd be going to Walmart or wherever Merle wanted to go, and then in everyday life, and then all of a sudden you look at him, and you go, "Wait a second, this is Merle Haggard. This is the guy that influenced me, that I watched hours of videos of." I mean, like I say, he was the best to me, but he was so good to us. But I remember first time I flew to Redding, he picked me up in the airport because it's a little bitty
Little
airport
one.
there in
Yeah.
California, and he picked me up. And he had on that old fishing hat. I was like, is this for real? So yeah, he very good. I will always be grateful to Merle Haggard.
Yeah. I was so blessed and honored to spend a little time with him and interview him in February of the year that he passed. He was
Wow.
not feeling well. He canceled that thing, this concert in January and came back in February, pretty strong, but you could hear it. But he sounded amazing, and it was sad to that I cried like I'd been his best friend. It
I
was
know. I remember the morning I got the call.
oh,
His son called me Benny, and I mean, it was just,
aw.
yeah, it was devastating. Really, it was like losing a
Yeah,
family member. And I always said when Merle Haggard passed, country music was like a ship with no captain. He was to me. There was Merle Haggard and then everybody else.
yeah, because I mean, God gifted him with being a poet. I mean,
Oh gosh.
and how he
And
could just tear you apart. All of his songs meant something in my life somewhere. You know what I mean? And not like
and
I've
his
ever been in
voice was
trouble,
like,
but yeah,
he was the best singer to me to ever
yes, he
stand behind a
was.
microphone.
Yeah,
It's like him and Gene Watson, and there's people like that come through once in a lifetime, and Merle was one of them for sure.
yeah. My oldest son is 40, and the other one's 35, and about 10 years ago, I introduced both of them to him, and they just love his stuff,
Oh yeah, yeah. You can't. Merle's top.
and. So what else you got going on besides your show? You got new music coming up? What let's hear
We
about that.
we do. We've got our a gospel album we just recorded with Gaither Records, and that's
Yes.
coming out beginning of next year, which we're super excited about.
Okay.
Ben Isaacs produced that, so that's going to be fun. And then we're doing the country music cruise in January,
Okay.
and we're doing an album on the cruise from Live on the Cruise. That's coming out. And so we are just right now. It's just a lot going on, and then we're touring like crazy right now, which is good. And but we try to slow down a little bit at Christmas because it's gone. But yeah, we're very busy and got those two new albums coming out next year, so we're super excited.
So when do you find time to write and where, how do you do that?
A lot of times I'll write on my days off on the road because when I come home, I've got a little girl. She's 4, and my little boy's
Oh,
10,
yeah.
and my wife. We've been married 16 years, so
Congratulations.
thank you. So we're trying to, get family time in, and there's not. Sometimes there may be 3 or 4 days at best at home. So
Yeah.
I try to do my riding on the road in between going to venues, like if we've got a 500-mile trip or whatever. And you see a lot of inspiration out there because you're around a lot of people and a lot of
Yes.
situations to take ideas from. So um, that's when I do it mostly. Yes, ma'am.
When you first got married, 16 years ago, did your wife come with you at the beginning? And then
Oh,
just
well, when we dated 5 years
wow.
because we met right out of high school,
Oh,
and we were 18. So I was already working with Merle and Don
wow.
Helms and all that, so it was crazy. So she knew right from the start what was kind of going on, and she was so understanding. She changed our wedding like 3 or 4 times because every time we get it booked, Merle would book a tour.
That's
And
Merle.
she was like, "Oh, you can't. You better just change it." So because Merle was good to her too. She went
Oh,
out to the ranch and spent some time. So yeah, it was. She's very understanding. I couldn't do it without her for sure. She keeps everything going at home and helps me on track with stuff. So yeah, it's she's been there the whole time.
and your daughter, is she learning to sing? Are you gonna push
She
her into
sings.
that?
She's a little bit. She sings a little bit. It's so funny because my little boy's 10 and he's a people person.
Oh,
Be there, and then Charlotte's like, she's 4 and she'll say, me not want to go. There's too many people. So it's just children are so different.
oh
So
my
yeah,
gosh. That's wonderful. What's coming up for do you get to spend time at home for the holidays coming up?
I do. We've got just a couple shows in December and
Okay.
before January is wide open again. So we're gonna try to be home around Christmas. Um, I know we're playing in Oklahoma tomorrow night, and then Pennsylvania next weekend. Then we do our hometown show, and then we leave and go to the Josie Awards in
Oh,
Nashville.
Nashville.
We're getting the Tex Ritter Award this year, so I'm just honored about that. I don't feel worthy, but I'm honored. And then we leave there and
Congratulations.
go. Thank you. We leave there and go to Florida for a couple of days, and then I think after Florida is right to Texas, and then I don't even know after that. Back to Florida. It's all over the place.
Will your family go with you on the cruise?
My wife does it. It's a country music cruise. They don't have kids on there, which is a bummer.
Oh,
Larry's Diner's cruise is always you can bring your kids, which
okay.
Barrett was little, but he loved it. So
Yeah.
they don't get to go, which makes me sad. But
Yeah.
they know Daddy's at work, so.
That's great. So what is your social media so our viewers can find you?
So we're on Instagram and TikTok and all that good stuff, and then the Malpass brothers, just look for the one with the blue check mark, of course, because if I message you asking for money, it's not me. It's
The official.
crazy
Yes.
times with all that junk. And
Eh,
then of course our website, themalpassbrothers.com, and all our tour dates, and not all of them are on there. They're still getting posted as they come in for next year, and so yeah, check us out. We stay on there a lot, and we read a lot of comments, good and bad.
Oh well, there I guess with every good there's got to be a bad, right? You
Oh
just
yeah, yeah, yeah,
throw it over the back of your shoulder.
yeah, yeah. You can't let it worry you.
So how far to the west out here? We're over here in Hollywood. Do you guys come? Have you been out here to California?
We have been to Hollywood, but it's been a long time. We worked a lot in California when we were working with Merle, and some on our own when we were not out touring with Merle. But I know this year, I want to say in December, November, we're going to Colorado.
Okay.
And then, of course, like I say,
Texas.
Oklahoma and Texas. And
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, we're hoping to get a California run. I enjoyed my time in California when we were out Redding, Sacramento. Our
Mhm.
steel player is from Fiddletown, which is right out of Sacramento. So,
Fiddletown.
Fiddletown, yeah. So, yeah, we love California too. It's always been good. A lot of great country music come out of Bakersfield. So,
Yeah. Can you tell us the names of your band members and what instrument they play?
sure, Jesse Personini is our steel player.
Oh,
Landon Smith is the drummer, and Jake Riggins is bass, and then my brother, of course, is crazy. Tayla Malpass on guitar, and then I play rhythm and sing lead. And when we tape the TV show, we have Jenee Fleenor, who's fiddle player, amazing.
She's amazing.
We're going to
Oh,
be showcasing her as her own episode too this season. So yeah, we don't she doesn't tour with us all the time because she's so busy. But yeah, that's my guys, and all of them are in their 20s and just great players. You know, I'm proud of them.
yeah, you guys make amazing music, and I could see who your heroes are, and the Louvin brothers, and
Oh yeah,
Charlie Pride. You guys got a lot of heroes listed.
we do. Yeah, Charlie Pride's another one. Yeah,
Yeah,
golly, that's the first concert I ever saw.
that's something, right? Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
nothing like good old country music and some good old bluegrass too. Do you guys play over in Branson as well sometimes?
We do. We just
Okay.
this past week, we did a 5 day uh,
Oh,
uh, show at the Clay Cooper Theater, and each night we had one night we had the Isaacs, we had Mo Bandy,
oh,
Tayla, Lynn, um, we had T.G. Shepherd. So it was a great thing we did. We did like a Malpass Brothers show on the
yeah.
roads. What it was, each artist did an hour, and then we had great crowds every night, and it was so successful they booked it for next October again at the Clay Cooper Theater, and talking about one in the spring. So yeah, we go to Branson a couple times a year, and it's always great.
Haven't been there in quite some time. I'll have to come out when you guys are there then.
Please do.
Check
That's
the
a lot
town
of
out.
fun. That week is a good time.
Sounds good. Well, I've got a lot of check marks here I got to do with you
Yeah,
guys.
we'll be looking for you.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time to talk to us here at the Hollywood Times. And this interview will go up on our YouTube channel, the Hollywood Times Official. So you guys, if you want to use it for social media, we'd appreciate that. And we appreciate you so much. And also, I wanted to say it's nice to see you again. I met you in person back in June for an event that you do, Country for a Cause, which is an
Yes, ma'am.
amazing
It's great.
concert. And it was
It
great
is
to interview
great.
you then.
Well, and thank you so much for taking the time, because without y'all doing this stuff, what we do is a waste of time. Y'all help so much. So we appreciate it.
Yeah, we will. We're going to talk to you soon when you start doing all those other things you told us you were going to do.
Sure thing.
Especially your gospel.
You've got my cell phone on here. Call me anytime.
Yeah, because we want to make sure we can get in touch with you. And I'm going to really look into coming down there in November. I would love to go to the RFD studio and see your
Please
show.
do. We would love to see you.
I'm going to look into that. Well, thank you so much. You and your family have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, ma'am.